650 WBAP. All right, you're kind of a germaphobe, Steve. You're our resident.
I am.
Yeah, you're our resident germaphobe. Debbie Sardone is the home cleaning expert. When I reached out to her yesterday because I saw a couple of stories that I thought would interest you. And I wanted to make sure we had an expert on so we got it right. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning.
Let's dive right into this one piece of equipment. Yeah, Steve's holding his bottle of sanitizer right now.
Doing it.
Let's dive into this one piece of equipment that may be on our person right now that may be covered in germs and we're not thinking about. What am I talking about?
Nasty, nasty, nasty. Tested cell phones have been found to be dirtier than the bottom of your shoes and even dirtier than a toilet seat.
So, oh, gosh, I didn't know it was going to be that dirty. All right, so your cell phone, why is it? What does it contain? What's it carrying around?
Well, tests have revealed strep, E. coli, salmonella, and even staph bacteria, believe it or not.
So do not, folks, listen to this. Do not lick your cell phone because you can get really sick. Hey, how long do these things survive on the phone itself, Deb?
You know, a contaminated surface, contamination can live up to 48 hours on any surface. So we do need to be more diligent during the flu season. And as we're wiping down everything else, let's not forget about the cell phone.
Yeah, and is this just a case of wiping it down with the Germ-X or whatever that we carry around to clean our hands?
Well, maybe not that gooey stuff because it's too much of a gel, but you can unplug your cell phone from the wall and turn it off completely, and then get like a soft microfiber towel and some rubbing alcohol and just wipe the phone down thoroughly and completely.
Debbie Sardone is a home cleaning expert. And Debbie, here's the one concern that I have, and we talked about this with Steve. There's a point where your body has to build up some resistance to germs, and if we eliminate them from everything, we're not building up a resistance, are we?
No, we're not. In fact, this over-cleaning and over-obsession with sanitizing everything all year long is not healthy because what happens is we leave behind the strongest germs. We tend to only kill the weakest germs. So you can actually create a super germ in your home if you're over-cleaning with harsh chemicals. But that one time of year, flu season, that is the time to get out the little bit stronger sanitizer, the Sandy wipes, the alcohol wipes, and wipe things down more thoroughly during flu season.
Hey, Debbie, let me ask you about my Deborah. She's a TV news anchor and has been fighting something and has been to a doctor, ear, nose, and throat. I'm going to guess if the phone might possibly be part of the problem here, the iPad also has to play into it?
Very possibly. I mean, I'm no doctor, but what I do know about cleaning, and when it comes to cleaning, we do need to do it more often. We need to wash our hands more often during flu season. And think about it, the cell phone, the iPad, it's warm, your face is warm, your hands are dirty, you pass cell phones around, people are touching it, coughing, sneezing. So it's just a greater opportunity for bacteria to live longer on those surfaces.
All right, what do you do with people that you work with that make and tell jokes behind your back about you being a germphobe? Because I catch that all the time.
Hey, I'm all for cleaning, so just ignore them. Wash your hands more.
Well, we're going to make him uncomfortable. Listen, this phone thing's making him uncomfortable now. He's paranoid about that. I see he's cleaning it in his studio as we speak. Now we're going to move and make him really uncomfortable. Because here in the office, we've heard talk about telephones and keyboards and things like that are carrying around the germs, now cell phones. There's one other thing, though, Steve Lamb, and you're guilty of this, that may be just as full of germs as your cell phone, and I am talking about what, Deb?
Well, remote controls, toilet bowl handles, the ATM machine buttons, the vending machine buttons, your computer keyboard.
How about Steve Lamb's coffee mug?
Oh, his coffee mug is just a big pit of germs.
The handle or the whole thing?
Usually it's just a handle. People are handling that more often, and
nobody
the rest
touches
of it is
mine.
really fine.
But the problem is people don't you rinse out the coffee mug and that's it. No one's sitting there. Like here, we don't have a dishwasher at the office, so you're not throwing the coffee mug in a dishwasher. You rinse it out every day, but is that enough, then?
You really should use warm or hot soapy water, especially during the flu season, because people are going in the break room coughing and sneezing and then opening the microwave and then washing their hands and then picking up the cup and moving it out of the way. So they don't realize that they are contaminating things in that room. By noon, everything, and half the things in the office can be contaminated by a sick person.
And you should see, Steve, some of the things that Sean does with your coffee mug when you leave.
No, it's not Sean I'm worried. That deadgum Chris Crock that comes on here at night
and touches your coffee mug.
I guarantee you.
He's touched your coffee mug
stuff
everywhere. He's touched your coffee mug. All right, the bottom line is, Debbie, especially this time of year, and we're kind of in the tail end of the flu season, do your part to kind of keep things clean around the office, right?
Yeah, don't come to work sick. You can work from home in many cases with many companies. Wash your hands more frequently if you are working around somebody who is so loyal they come to work coughing and sneezing. And then get sanitizing wipes, Clorox wipes. Wipe things down like keyboards and office phones and toilet bowl handles and doorknobs. Just keep them extra clean during this time of the year.
One of the dust bunnies here just growled at me over here on the studios. That tells you how bad it is here. That's bad, isn't it?
It's time to clean.
Yeah, they shouldn't talk back. Thank you, Debbie. We do appreciate it, as always. And the cleaning expert, she is awesome. Debbie Sardone joining us here on WBAP.